Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. The lunar eclipse live stream seemed to go quite well. I've never done a live stream before, so I was expecting a few problems, but it seemed to go off without a hitch, largely. There was about, I think at the end there was about 7,000 views roughly. Hopefully that equates to about 7,000 or so people popping in, probably a bit less. Hopefully not 7 people popping in 1,000 times, but anyway, it was a fun experience to do that. So now it's time to choose another target to image, and I'm going to keep the Skywatcher Esprit 120 on the telescope. It's all set up ready to go, and look for a target that will fit quite nicely in its 840mm focal length. If I'm going for a galaxy, I would tend to probably throw the Neb 10-inch on there. But at the moment, while it's all set up, let's stick with without mucking anything around. So I'm going to go and check out a couple of books that I've got. One of them is the Galactic Hunter Messier catalogue that they recently put out. And whilst a lot of the targets, admittedly in the Northern Hemisphere, you know, there's a few here in the Southern Hemisphere, so I thought I'd have a look and see what's right for the picking at the moment at this time of the year, as we're now getting into winter. And the other one is there's a book that I've got. It's a little bit older now, but it has some good targets for the Southern Hemisphere, so I might go and check those out. I often use Telescopius or Astrobin. Astrobin's really good for looking at some really high quality images, seeing what kind of equipment we use and focal length, etc. for a particular target, what filters they used, and quite importantly, how long were the exposures required to get the detail that I can see in the image. I also like Telescopius because Telescopius will list various targets under galaxy clusters, whether or not they're diffuse nebula or whatever, and will also give you an idea of where the target is tracking at present. You know, is it well above the horizon? Can I start imaging at a reasonable time straight after it's become dark, or do I have to wait until wee small hours? So yeah, those are really good options, but this time I think I'll go old school and look in a book. So I'll head inside and try and find them. Right, where are those books? Where are those? Astronomy books. No. Okay, where are they? Where are they gone? Around the computer? No. Who's got my books? An open magazine. Gotta read that. Okay, gotta go look for these books. Alright, here are the books. Why have you got my books, Coco? You're a cat. It's really weird. Okay, right, the Galactic Hunter pocket's open on M83. No, I've done that one, so we'll do that again next year. What's this one? NGC 6334, Cat's Paw Nebula. Oh yeah, that's a good possibility. I haven't done that one. This, what the hell? Did you just point to the Cat's Paw Nebula? Because I could have sworn you just, whoa, that's freaky. You're telling me to do the Cat's Paw Nebula. Didn't argue with the cat. Oh well, I wasn't expecting that, so I guess I better go look up Stellarium and find out where this target is. Okay, so I've got Stellarium opened up here. This is over east, where the Milky Way core is rising up. We've got the Large Magellanic Cloud over here, the Small Magellanic Cloud over here, and this is where the Cat's Paw Nebula is situated. So if we have a look at the constellations, it is in Scorpius, so just close to this back leg and near the stinger of Scorpius. So I'll just turn these off and we'll just zoom in a bit, and there it is right there. I have the framing set up, which is positioned over here, my ASI 1600 and the Skywatcher Esprit 120, so it'll fill the frame quite nicely actually. Down below here is the Lobster Nebula. If I was to image that one, doesn't quite fit so well in the field of view for this current setup, so but this should do nicely. I guess the cat knows what she's talking about. This is about 5,500 light years from Earth, nice red emission nebula, so yeah, it should come up quite nicely. I think I might do this one in Hubble palette. I'll see, depending what how the data comes out, but yeah, I'll go and start setting things up. What's the matter, Coco? Do you want to go out? Okay. Where are you going? Hang on, what's going on here? What are you up to? Have you got this all set up already for the Cat's Paw Nebula? Oh, it looks to be all ready to go. Well, no, hang on, don't. Oh. Okay, so the cat's taken off and left me to it. We're about 18 seconds into an image, and the focus is holding pretty steady, which is good. If I just zoom in and have a look, see what the stars are doing. They're round, so that's, I always like to see round stars, that's for sure. Yeah, I've just started I've just started imaging in Nina. This is probably my first full target in Nina. I really like it so far. I like the interface. I like this page, the way you've got all the information at hand. So temperature over here, you know, it tells me roughly what the wind's doing, humidity 95%, what the temperature is, and up here I can see what filter's being imaged at the moment. I can click on the focuser up here, and if I wanted to adjust the focus or whatever I could, but I'm using the autofocus feature. And Nina, I can look at the camera, set on -10, so that's really important to know that your camera has stayed cooled down, because I have imaged before accidentally without checking that, and found that everything was warming up. So yeah, I'm quite enjoying imaging with Nina, and everything's gone fine so far. I've looked at a lot of tutorials from Quiver Lazy Geek as far as setting all the pages up and making sure everything was connected correctly, so great information there. So yeah, from now on at this stage I'm going to continue to do all my imaging with Nina.